Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Mileena stands looking really good, right? Totally enjoyed the show. Oh, and I forgot to mention someone like Kim Petras. So the transgender people are doing very, very well. Now, I really don't consider myself transgender. You're probably thinking, when's her come out video gonna come out? I'm not gonna have a come out video, right? Like, I like being a man, alright? I love being a man. If you see me out on the street in the summer, I'm usually walking around with no shirt on. I'm usually walking as a guy, obviously. I'm usually doing whatever. I have fun. I love being out on the street and enjoying the sunshine. You're gonna see me usually as always as a guy. You're gonna see me be brave and be bold because I'm very comfortable with myself. So I'm gonna do different things, and you're gonna see that, and you're gonna think that is a good-looking man, and you're not gonna think anything about Mileena unless you know who I am. Then you're gonna think, yes, he dressed up as Mileena. Mileena's gorgeous, but Mileena is only a temporary thing. Now, and not temporary. I will do Mileena for the rest of my life, but Mileena is not something that I do because I feel transgendered. It's because I know it looks so good. So that's why I do it, all right? That's why I'm so involved with Mileena. That's why I do so many videos. And for me, my favorite entertainers are people like Madonna, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, all those girls. So I like to watch my videos as Mileena because I like watching girls perform. That's why I do so many Mileena videos. When I'm watching Mileena, it almost looks like a different person. So that's why I do so many videos. That's why you see me be Mileena like all the time. So you're probably thinking, well, there is going to be no come out video. Like, why not? I really want there to be one. Everyone's probably thinking the same thing. They're like, that would be so awesome. But there really is not going to be a come out video because I don't feel like I'm a transgender person at all. Like, not even close. Um, and I mean, I'm very supportive of the transgender community. I believe there's a lot of really great people in that community. There's a lot of stars in there too. Really great people in that community. But for me, I am very focused on Marco having the best life possible. Now, Marco is very good looking. All of his friends are very good looking. So when you see Marco on the street, he's usually with somebody really good looking, and he's always a guy, and that's just because he likes being a guy. Mileena, I mean, for me, I like being Mileena. By all means, I do. But Mileena takes forever to get ready. Mileena is not his ideal form. And I mean, I look very, very good. So I do love watching Mileena videos. I mean, I probably wouldn't mind being Mileena for like a month straight and dressing up as Mileena. But for me, I'm not transgender. I'm not feeling I'm trapped in the wrong body. I'm not feeling any of that, right? It's just because I look so good that I wouldn't want to never perform as Mileena. It's just something I love doing because it looks so, so good. I mean, I make women look bad. Not that I'm trying to say that most women are very pretty, but I make women look very bad a lot of times because I'm so, so good looking that it hurts, right? So I would not want to live my life never performing as Mileena because I would want that to be seen. It's like when Taylor Swift, I was watching Taylor Swift talk about her genius lyrics, and she's got really, really good lyrics. And she thought to herself one day, she's like, I don't want to go the rest of my life without people hearing these lyrics that I come up with. Same with Mileena. I don't want people knowing that I never decided to show off the look of Mileena, or Marco even. Marco's look is very good too. I didn't want to go through my life thinking I was never going to show my look as Marco and Mileena. I was never going to be famous and try to be famous. I wanted to make sure that I was in complete control of my career. I wanted to make sure that I did videos of both Marco and Mileena because I love how I look as both. I love how I look as both. And I love how I can just choose to be one or the other. And as Marco, I really like being a man. I'm a guy. I'm a total guy, right? Like, as Marco, I'm like the boss. I'm like the GQ model of the world, right? So as Marco, I'm very much a part of my own male form because I'm very interested in that. Like I love being a male. Like I love being a male. But for me, it's fun to dress up as Mileena for YouTube. And I mean, it's not something that you guys need to hear, right? It's not like you guys need to hear this. and you guys would be okay with me being Mileena all the time. You guys would love it, actually, probably more than what I am now, but not more, but you probably would love it equally. But you guys would love me being Mileena anytime I want and all the time and focus on being Mileena because Mileena's great. But I just want to make sure you guys know, and you guys are very supportive. You guys are very great. If I wanted to be Mileena all the time, you guys would welcome it with open arms. I'm just trying to want to make sure the message is clear that I love being Marco and that's who I want to be. But I mean, for me, Mileena is definitely someone that I like performing as. Now, it's like when I'm trying to think here, who performs as a girl or somebody performs as something? When somebody performs as an evil character in a movie and they're never evil, they're totally the opposite, right? They're acting, right? They're acting, they're performing. They're not doing it because they're evil, they're doing it because they're acting, they're doing it because they want to get accolades for their performance. They want to, and we all need to see evil performers, people that perform evil, because it's interesting, right? We want to see people be evil on camera because it's really kind of neat, right? And the more evil you can be and be nice in personality in your real life, the more interesting it is, right? So that's the kind of thing that we have going on with acting, and actors do a large range of roles and they do all kinds of stuff. So for most people, acting is just acting, right? And that's what it is for Mileena. Now someone like Nikki Tutorial is really a girl now. She's had the sex change. I'm not sure she's had the sex change, but she's transgendered. So she really feels that she is. So if I've really felt that I was, by golly, for sure, I would tell you guys. You guys would be the first to know. And of course, and you're probably thinking, well, why is he making so many videos like this? But honestly, I really like to be Marco. Obviously, that's who I like to be. And I mean, you guys are probably like, okay, why do you make so many videos of Mileena, and why do you always talk about this? Well, because it's important that people recognize that you can still be. I'm kind of the advocate for someone that has kind of like a totally conventional life that wants to perform as a girl or as a guy if you're a woman dressed up as a guy, and you want to perform just as that, but you don't hold it to your heart as that's your identity. I kind of want to be the person that makes it popular to say, you know what, I'm a really good looking guy, I'm very comfortable with my masculinity, and I'm not afraid to be a woman on camera because it looks so good, and I would shortchange my fans if they wouldn't see that, all right? And of course, another thing too, Lady Gaga and Madonna both dress up as men. Do we really think they're transgendered or lesbian? No, we don't. Sometimes we do, but we don't think that all the time because they're not. That's probably what they're not, right? They could be, but I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty sure they're as straight as an arrow, right? So, when you see that and you think to yourself, yes, there are people that entertain, and I know people that know me, and I've heard people say to me, like, I know you just do it for entertainment. Yes, it's true, but I want everybody to know that because, and it's not important to me in the sense that I'm kind of trying to deny something. It's just important to me to recognize that if people want me to be Mileena, unfortunately I'm not going to be, but it's also another thing too to be like, I look great and I feel great as Mileena, but it's just not my identity to be Mileena. And I mean, I really want people to realize that if you are an entertainer, you can do all forms of entertainment, even dressing in drag or whatever you want to call it, and you don't have to be tied to it or associated with it. Now, a lot of times when female singers sing songs, and they sing songs well, the major singers that are popular female singers, when they sing songs, people read into the lyrics way too much. That's what I heard Kelly Clarkson say, and it's true. I know people that read into the lyrics very much. So it's the same thing that goes with somebody that performs a certain role, right? If they're performing a role, you think transgender, this, that, and you can't help those feelings because you're seeing that live when they perform, and you think, yes, that's what they're all about. I do enough videos of Mileena that people might get confused, but if you see me when I go out, I'm always Marco. I'm always dressed as Marco. And sometimes I wear no shirt. Like I feel like a guy. I don't feel like a woman. The only time I see myself the only time I think of myself as a woman So, sort of, is when I see myself perform and I think, wow, that's a really pretty woman there. Um, but I don't think of myself as a woman. I'm not trapped in the wrong body. But I do love performing as Mileena because it shows a lot of versatility in my performing, and it shows that I can do more than one type of role. And I'm very good at dressing up as Mileena. So for me, it's really cool to sort of say, you know what? I can make a lot of girls look really bad with how I perform. They feel like they're not as good as I am. They feel like they're not as pretty, and it's true, I'm very pretty. If you were to see me live, you'd be like, holy cow, I look very, very good right now. but, but yes. So, and I mean, none of this is said because I feel like I have to explain myself. None of this is said because I feel like I'm in the wrong body. None of this is said because I feel like I should be justifying it. Because there's a lot of transgender people that are very, very, very happy being transgender. They're not worried about it. They don't feel bad about it. And they dress up. And a lot of people that are transgender that are performers that are very, very, very successful. Like, Nikki Tutorial is so rich that I really doubt she's too concerned about being transgender, especially now. Before maybe she was when she was not famous, but now that she's famous, I'm sure that's not a concern at all. She's not like, oh my goodness, I'm transgendered. What are people going to think? If she thought that, we would be like very surprised, because I don't think she thinks that way. Kim Petras, for instance. Kim Petras is gorgeous. She's such a pretty girl, and you would not be able to tell she was once a man. But Kim Petras is someone that would be like, you would not think she'd be like really upset about being transgender. She seems very happy with it, and she's out and she's proud. Good for her, right? So now for me, the reason why I talk about this so much is because I want there to be people that are out there that say, you know, I like dressing up as a girl because I look so good and for entertainment purposes, but I don't want to be tied to it. I don't want to feel like that's my identity. I don't want people to think that I'm tied to it. So when they perform, they want someone out there that is an example like myself, and I'm an example of someone that's like, you know, I'm not tied to it. I don't feel any connection to it at all. Like, I seriously don't. And I know it's a shame because I look so, so good. It would be nice if Mileena, I mean, it would almost be kind of nice if I felt like Mileena should be the ideal identity, because then I would go out as her, but I don't feel like she is. And I really like being a guy. Like, I really like pretty women. I really like all my friends being gorgeous. I really like hanging out with people as a guy. I've never hung out with people as a girl, really. Like, I don't choose to do that. But I mean, I wouldn't have any problem with it, but I just choose my identity as Marco. So that's why. But anyway, that's a big ramble of a bunch of stuff that doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense. But the whole point to all that is that you can do something and not be tied to it. You can have an identity that has nothing to do with what you do, and you can feel very good about it, right? Like, I feel very, very good about performing as Mileena, and I have a lot of fun with it. That doesn't mean I want to be a woman. That doesn't mean I want to dress up as a woman in public. It just means that I like performing as a woman. Now, and we all know how much I love looks and how I think beauty is important. So when I'm performing as Mileena, she's the be-all, end-all in beauty, right? So totally enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.